So hello, and welcome to the Bob Plays Railroad Tycoon 2 here in Choo Choo Tuesday. We'll be having a look at Wisconsin Rail, a custom map. The upper Midwest is rich in resources waiting for transportation revolution. Expert, let's go. The events in this scenario are based on history. The map is accurate as possible. Towns are small, resources are abundant. Everyone is demanding rail access. 60 years for 30 million company net worth, connect 3 major cities. Silver, 75 million in net worth, connect the 3 major cities and haul at least 200 loads of beer, iron, milk, paper, and lead. And for gold, 60 million in net worth, connect the cities plus connect Wisconsin to Minneapolis, Michigan, Iowa, and Illinois, plus haul at least 350 loads of key cargoes. So usually when it says key cities, it means things like it will indicate little towns with a cutout area. So Milwaukee is its own thing. So is Chicago. I would have thought Cedar Rapids might be one, but apparently not. Minneapolis, St. Paul is. Does the city count as the state? No, you have to build inside the little zone often. There's 2 ways they can do it. They can either do it that you have to build inside here, or you have to connect to the name of the city. Chicago. It depends where you built it. Now, who should this be? Shadow's here. We can make this Shadow Slicer Rail. Is there something that looks shadowy? Yeah, that's got a shadowed tree. We'll go with the tree. Okay. The whole 200 loads of lead, iron, milk, and paper, I think, can wait. We should start off by making passenger money and booming in size, and then look at adding in the less valuable but goal-achieving secondary resource connections. Interesting that Chicago is split up over three areas. Also, we don't have rights to Chicago. Nor do we have rights to Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, or Indiana. How much are the rights? 10k, 100k, 400k, 400k, 100k, 200, and 200? So Chicago is reasonably cheap, but the rest is a bit expensive. Where are passengers? There's a reasonable number of passengers here in Rockford, Beloit. We could get 3 sets. So I could see us going like, and then right angles down to here. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I quite like that. Means having to give up this. What do the ports do on this map? Oil to goods, grain to goods, eats iron. How much grain is there? Some, but not an overwhelming amount. How much oil is there? Well, if I'm going to do oil, I'm going to do oil to here, not to over... Well... Actually, the distance pricing probably makes that somewhat nice. Oh, in any case, I'm not doing to that one. So yeah, we can happily ignore that oil. Grain to goods. No, I think our grain should be enhancing our cow or becoming alcohol. Or food. Not goods. How's cotton or wool? Woo! No cotton or wool. Wait, so that's the only way of making goods? That is the only way of making goods. Converting grain into goods. That's a bit rough. Also a bit rude to put all these textile mills if there's no... If there's no wool, what's the point in all the textile mills? Oh, that's actually even better. 1, 2, 3. That gets 4 pairs of houses. Sold. Buy our access to Chicago. That also means we get away with a single turn. And I can have my port as well, in case one day we want it. A lot of money. But we're early enough that we probably do want to. Yeah. Because that keeps these even sizes with each other. Start one on each end. Saloon. Post office. Saloon. Post office. Restaurant. That's all we can do. Speed up. St. Paul offers a bonus of 300k to be the first railroad to connect to it, which would essentially pay for the buying rights, access rights. Watch us little linkages go up and down. I forgot to turn off the dividend because I'm an idiot. Oop. Sanding water. Sanding water. Restaurant. Big maintenance bay. Our opponent has absorbed where I was going to expand next. Here and here I was intending to connect to South Chicago Hammond. What a jerk. Right, because that was going to be a beautiful straight line. Oof. I could have done it if I had have loaned up sooner. Whatever. I feel bad, but what? I'm going to have to deal with it. Connecting all of this to here is, I think, the next go. We can get all four in a single thing. Sure, 12% loan, go for it. Okay. This will definitely need sanding water. And the first of our new trains. 1, 2, 3, 4. To here. To food. To the other side. Go. And I think you're going to become the grain one. We can now have refrigerators. Or do I have two separate ones? No, I think we've exhausted this enough that we can have two separate ones. So Chicago, empty. Go become Rochelle. Which becomes 4 grain. You take to Kensha to turn into food, to take to Chicago again. I thought we already turned that off. 0. We're early enough in the timeline that cities will actually still eat milk, so we can do our 1 allowed milk delivery. And then never again. Oh my god, he ate half of the passenger. You jerk! Those are my passengers! Grrr. Both of those need maintenance. I'm going to give you both hotels. He's buying shares in my company. Boo hiss. Southern states secede. President Lincoln calls for call-up of militia to put down rebellion. Red Wing offers 200k to be the first city to connect to it. That's all there is to pick up. That's all there is to pick up. It's sad, but it's true. Very much looks like we could have a second one of each of those. Will mean we need to double this track. Once we can afford it. No. Yes. 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 We're going to do this the cheesy way because I kind of need to. Stop those running over the top of each other. Check if there are better advisors. No, we already started with the best one. Fuel is cheap, man. War production demands lead and zinc. Mines are expanding and prices are rising. You're offered a 200k subsidy to deliver lead or zinc ore to a Mississippi River port within 3 years. If you accept and deliver the ore, the subsidy will be forgiven. If you fail, it will be repaid with 10% interest. Okay, let's say yes. Dear Mr. Leland Stanford, it is my pleasure to inform you that I have succeeded in getting a business of Wisconsin to agree to sell you all buildings and construction materials at a big discount over normal prices for the next 2 years. It is hoped this generous incentive will encourage your railroad to expand its service in our fair state so that we may prosper. Sincerely, Nelson Dewey. Return address is an election fund P.O. box. Send a thank you letter. Ah, it tells you economy state explicitly rather than forcing you to look it up in the newspaper. So, what is lead? Hopefully the coal counts? Like, what are the other options? It could be iron. I doubt it's iron, that we're meant to yoink this all the way down to here. Some of the missions like this will tell you, what counts as lead. Iron is listed separately, so iron presumably isn't the lead. I'm going to be treating the coal as if it's lead, and assume that we're meant to yoink this across to here. No, but it must be iron, because that's the only thing that these things want. So iron must mean iron and lead? Then that is a really long way to move iron. Like, a really long way. Well, we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna do this the cheesy way as well. I need the money. Done. Ding. Ouch. Ouch. But if we're gonna get this ridiculous thing done... So it was what? Here. Sanding water. And now that needs to get to over here. I don't want another loan. I'd rather issue some stock. Okay. Technically, that should, in theory, be able to go end to end. We're going to need to build some sanding and water in the middle. But for now, get going. Yeah, we're definitely going to need at least a sanding and water like there. Which is what I think that money is going to become. Hell, it might not even be able to get that far without more sand and water, but we're not gonna... I'm not doing more than that. If it has to travel all the way without sand and water, I guess we'll just live with it. Two, Chicago doesn't want milk anymore. We did want a second one of these. Wait for all 6 though. And that's way too long a line to double track for such a small number of trains. They'll just have to run over each other. Are the cows heavier than the food? The cows are considerably heavier than the food. Wait, how did you possibly not generate... Oh, that ate some of the grain. Okay, so 3 and 3 in future. Where was all that oil? Delivering all this oil to here sounds reasonable. I mean, technically I could have 3 little stations, but it is so much more convenient to just build one. Right, that is so much more convenient. That will mean that we need to double that track. The rest I can live without doubling. And then I want to create this little line as well. Too poor. We need to wait for the next ding. And if we extend this up into Janesville, we could deliver the resulting goods somewhere. I'm willing to leverage myself a little bit. That should have been more mail, but whatever. Start aggregating the next bit of oil. To pour again, fine. Okay, across to that oil. Lovely. And the last thing is up to that one. And we can shove so much oil in this thing that it wouldn't know what to do with it. Start aggregating that oil, even if we are yet to connect it up there. Kind of looks like we could have a third iron delivering one. This needs a customs, true. Should have thought about that earlier. Not a problem in the future. Okay, let you do this loop. But next time, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, done. That is your loop. We can definitely, from the looks of it, have 2 of you. Shadow Slicer Rail contributes to war effort. Crowds gather as vital lead and zinc is delivered to Riverport. Oil is... Oil must be the zinc, then. Slash lead. No, you're going the wrong way, friend. Go there. I need a second one of these ones as well. And a third one of those ones. But 3 looks to be about the perfect number. That gets us the third iron one. Let's assume a little bit more water there couldn't hurt. And then we want to connect up. Is there a fourth? There is a 4th house in Madison. It's just hiding behind the meatpacking plant. We will bother to double track that. And we want to connect up to one to Madison. We're too poor. That's fine. We will take a loan to do this. Pay off the bad loan. Pay off the bad loan. So it was Madison. Demands goods. Not very much of them, but demands some of them. Which means that these may now change their outlook on life. You now grab 6 goods and yoink them up to Madison as part of your return trip. One to Jamesville. Come on. Fine, I built the track slightly wrong. I'm an idiot. There. And that means we need to double the track at least to that point. So this one is doing Madison. This one does Jamesville. And now where are these ones going to deliver it? Rockford? And Rochelle? Actually, Rochelle doesn't have enough people, but Rockford does. That said, I should probably try and make Rockford this way, so that we can go Rockford, Jamesville, passenger. So actually I built this bit wrong. And then we're too poor, so we have to wait a bit. Fair enough. Could we afford one more cheap loan? Sure. You know what? I will take that cheap loan. So it was here, which lets us do... Oof! That, unfortunately, has an extra wiggle, and that. Still, one passenger and extra goods delivery. So these guys... You now deliver the goods up to Rockford. What about your friend? Oh, wrong one. You're also Rockford. It's this guy who needs to be Madison. So Madison, Jamesville, Rockford, Rockford. Yes. Now, unfortunately, that means that we should probably double to at least there. And then we want a passenger here to here. Saloon. Looks good. Getting a bit busy here. It's fine, it will only happen once. Post office, sanding water. I guess this one can have the roundhouse? No, probably the other side can have the roundhouse. Well, then why have a sanding and water here as well? It doesn't hurt. Sanding, water, and roundhouse on that side. This goes back and forth frequently enough that it shouldn't need... anything else. We could build restaurant and stuff, but eh. Customs is holding things up. And we could have a third one of these, from the looks of it. And a third one of those ones. This thing is going to be gushing money, so we'll buy that. Let's assume that it's going to have another passenger by the time we get there, otherwise go back with one semi-empty passenger. Have I bought the oil wells? I have not bought the oil wells. We're not using all the oil yet. Until you actually use the output, it's not worth buying, because they'll lose money. At the moment, these would be losing money, I would expect. Now, $1 million. That's enough. I'm willing to get you your restaurant post office. Restaurant post office. Not that you should ever be delivered to so infrequently that you need it. Double track that little bit just so that when they're delivering goods here, it helps them not get in the way of the express end-to-end. Just a little bit. It looks like we could have one more going up to Jamestown. So where's the Jamestown version of you? That one. Another one of those. This is going to be definitely busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. We might even want a fourth one of these ones. Sure. You know what? That just means we double this whole track. We're rich enough now. Double. 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 One more? I don't think I can justify one more there. Any new hires? It's not going to be... There's no one that's going to be better than Half-Price Fuel Man. Half-Price Fuel Man is going to be amazingly good until maybe eventually like 5% more from All Revenue Man. During the Steam Train era, Half-Price Fuel Man is basically the best. The bestest. Union preserved. Confederate forces surrender. Economy expected to return to normal. You know what it might be worth doing is creating a second delivery here, so that these... The ones coming from these lines don't intersect with these ones. You know what? I'm going to say yes to that. It's rare for us to do such a thing. Okay, you have to be a medium station. That means we have to change these. So from now on, you don't deliver to that. You deliver to the other one. And then Rockford. Same with you. So that one, this one. Are there any others that are wrong? You? Start from the start. Yes, this one. There. Now, unfortunately, that means this guy has to do a U-turn. But from now on, this line will keep itself segregated from that line. Yeah, that seems about right. So there should be no more of this where they run into each other and say, "Nah, nah, I'm stopping." Where do you think you'll go? Good. Probably worth it now to do this double tracking that otherwise I had been avoiding. Gods, that is expensive, but it's done now. Chicago Union Stockyard opens. New facility expected to trigger boom in hog and cattle processing. You say so, game. They've connected down to Geneva. Milwaukee needs a connection to Mississippi River. The citizens and businesses of Milwaukee offer a $300,000 prize to the first railroad able to connect the city to a Mississippi River port and deliver goods from the port to the city for 5 years. Milwaukee, you say? So here to here could be done. You love the idea because of how screwed they are now? Well, they were kind of the amazing businesses of the time. So you want me to deliver goods there? I mean, it could be done. We could extend Madison up to Milwaukee. Like that. As long as that counts as Milwaukee, and it says it does. Sanding water. Might as well have a maintenance bay on this end, but we're too poor, so we've got to wait a sec. We can have even more of those. Good lord. Let's just take a loan. 7% loan, which is bleh, but what it's going to let us do is double track this. Get the sanding and maintenance. Give this guy a water. Issue some stock. And then we could make here, there, Milwaukee. 2 of those. Done. No complaining that Milwaukee doesn't have goods anymore from the Mississippi River. Milwaukee River Port counted. Galesburg to offer 200k connection bonus. This needs its customs house because it's delivering to the outside world via port. Could maybe have a 4th iron one, but we'll leave it for the moment. Now, in theory, this wants grain to turn into alcohol. And in theory, these cities want alcohol. So I could be convinced to do that. Unfortunately, that's going to need a little like that. Okay, so the new to do is... That means we need like that. Might as well double it. If we could also get... Yeah, that's going to be worthwhile. Which means that other thing here is now useless, but whatever, it looks nice. Yeah, but it costs maintenance. Get rid of it. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we should do it with 2s because alcohol is so heavy. So one that does alcohol to Janesville and one that does alcohol to Roxford. So otherwise it would be too heavy. And that one actually starts at the wrong place. There. G'day, Dead Press. Enjoying our trains. Enjoying our trains is what's up today. We could add in this cattle to here. To those 2 food. And if we could find 1 more cattle. No, we'll just do it with a cycle. So, cattle, food. That one. Cattle, food, that one. Cattle, that one, that one. Do it in blocks of 3. That is going to mean that this needs doubling. And so it goes here, up there, that way, here, up there, that way. Here, there, back this way. No, we don't need that little lip. That should be fine as is. The only thing I'll say is that maybe this will need water. Lake Geneva doesn't even have enough people to count as a city. What we can do, though, is that. And then we could have cow here, there. And actually, in the future, please do 4. We've said we want 4. I guess that kind of means I want this doubled. We'll have 1 doing each of the kinds of things, because we're still ahead of the grain curve there. So, grain to there to there. Done. Chicago-Milwaukee connection counted. Speed up 1. Looks like we could have a 4th metal one. Just so sure. Okay, and then what do we do? Chicago and Milwaukee offers a reward for connection. The two cities are offering a reward of 250k to the first railroad that connects them. Well, I've already done that. Do we get our bonus money? Hopefully, yes. Pay off some of our loans. God, this place was... I hate to imagine how much money this thing will make next year. And it definitely looks like we could have another one of these. That 4 wasn't enough, that we do need 5. Possibly even 6. The port was a shrewd purchase. Yeah, it's going to make an absurd amount of money. Keep paying back our loans. You are complaining about no oil, so I will admit that you could have a roundhouse here. Maybe have a third station at the port? Nah. These and the metal ones don't get in each other's way that much. This line is separate from this line. And usually when they're overlapping, it's one is delivering, waiting for customs, the other one rolls up, it waits for customs, the first one loads up and heads out. I think we'll be okay. How much did the port make? 57, so it pays for itself every 6 years. The first couple of goods deliveries up to Milwaukee are about to be made. We should get our bonus. It kind of seems like we could have a second one of those. Nah, stay slightly behind. Pay off some more loans. Demand's good at a rate of 0. Still pays 300k for them. Pay off the last loan. Oof. Where do we expand next? Let's buy up to 40, even if it puts me slightly in debt. Just curious, is there anything you could deliver to a station on the other side of the river that's in the zone's reach of the port? Effectively a third port. From the other side? Yeah, we can have a look. All the oil is here. And all the iron is up north. So that could come down and then across. But that's it. And grain. There is certainly grain. We could deliver a whole ton of grain to the other side of this. And I suppose technically we aren't meeting its desire to have grain. And Cedar Rapids could eat the goods. Quad cities? Ah, it's Davenport, Rock Island, Malign, and Bettendorf all merged into a single thing. So yes, we could put a medium station here, and then connect it up to all of these grains. What I should probably do is look at where population is now, though. Quad cities to here is reasonable. And this actually has a fourth house. It's just hiding. You used to live in there? Says Domain. Well then, we will name it Domain Station. There's not a lot of people in Iowa. Probably on the angle. Domain Station. Done. Need just a little bit more money to buy the roundhouse. Thank you. So. End-to-end express, that's probably going to be empty a lot of the time. Morning, Solar. Still needs maintenance bay, hotel, and restaurant. Corner plus high grade is a bit murderous there. There we we go. That's enough for Roundhouse Hotel. Just not the restaurant. There's the restaurant. Milwaukee celebrates. Prize awarded to Shadow Slicer. Rail for connection to Mississippi River. So we get our bonus for delivering those goods, like we promised. Nah, probably like that. Too poor to do that connection for the moment. There we go. So what? That is now... This cattle goes to here and then there. How are we going to do this? All of the places can consume the cattle, and 2 of them can produce it. These 2 need to eat it. So we can go here, here, here. Here, here, here. Actually, we could do it as a single train. Ooh, that's, I like that. Rather than having 2, we can say, pick up 3 cow. Turn the 3 cow into 3 food here. Pick up 3 other cow. Turn the cow into food and deliver the other half of the food, and then go back to the start of your loop. Done. And that also means I never need to double these tracks. And I probably only need to add water there. Okay, we could add in grain to both of those. So... that looks good. And how about this one? So that looks even better. Damn it. Well, it has to have a turn. Sucks to be us. So, grain to there. This to here. And that's your loop. Too poor. Unfortunately, that does mean I'm going to need to double that bit of track, but not that bit. So it was here to there, and then here to there. Keep those cows fed, keep those cows fed. And double the appropriate section of rail using the cheesy method. Can't have starving beef. $80,000. It pays for itself every 4 years. lean, mean, speed thingy. Vindaloo machine? Solar? Is that what you were looking for? You quite liked the Vindaloo machine one. And it looks like we're finally ahead of the curve on this one. What about these ones? Not so much. So you know what? You... change. You're going to become one of these ones. This one, this one, this one, that one, there. No, something went wrong. What the hell? No! It died! No! Delete it. It's gonna mean we need to edit so many of these. One of the oil wells died. No, it was quite possibly because I wasn't using the mold shadow slicer. If you don't use enough of them, they can die. I don't think it was the scenario. Okay, we're back to the start of the loop, so that should be fine now. Well, actually, no, you were right, because it's killed this other oil as well. And we were definitely using enough of this one for it to not be a problem. So maybe they have set these oils to die off. That's a bit of a pain. I would have thought I was using enough of the other one for it to not die. No. Doesn't work like that. Real life, yes. Peak oil is a real problem in the real world. Peak oil is not a problem in this game. Come on, get out the way. The other one needs to get going. So we're debt-free. We're able to do some more expanding with our money. So what else do I need to do? Connect 3 major cities. What are the major cities? Milwaukee and Chicago, and Milwaukee and Port River? No, those were these other things. So presumably it's Minneapolis. How do I want to do that? We could come across here. And then continue this way. And then right angle down. Or we could just diagonal our way across there is probably the better way. So come down and then diagonal across. We should look at what other passenger sources there are. This has enough to justify existing. So does this. So does Duluth and Superior. But not really anywhere else. Everywhere else is kind of garbage. That almost can exist, and so can that. Duluth, not Duluth. Duluth. It's not double L. I suppose it's not double L. Duluth. Duluth? Maybe it's a Duluth. It's not double L. Or Duluth? Oh no, Duluth. Duluth. Are there anything down here? Peoria is barely worth mentioning, but it is technically 4 people. Gary is 4 people. We could do Gary Hammond. There's not really a reason to not do that unless we're going to try and save that for this and become the thing that connects to there. Is there a 4th house here hiding behind the... No. So I don't accept your bribe. Yeah, these places aren't worth connecting. Ooh, it's where radar comes from. Ottumwa. No, so we just save up some more money and we'll connect straight across to Minneapolis St. Paul then. Nothing else looks worth doing. We definitely can have another use of this grain. I don't know what use we would put it to. I guess a second of each of the alcohol trains. 1 and 2. You want me to look at the oil again? Oh, the rest of the oil is still here. For now, the rest of the oil remains. The AI's bought all of these things up. Sheboygan. Or Sheboygan. We'll pay to connect it. Sorry, Sheboygan, you don't have 4 houses. You're not worth connecting. 4 houses or bust. Let's buy our access. So I need to buy access to Minnesota and Minneapolis, St. Paul. Looks pretty good. I don't know how bad the grade is, but in terms of only having a single turn, it looks fantastic. Yep, once we have 600 more K, we'll be able to connect all the way end to end and make our super passenger extreme money train. $600K. Plus, like another... So actually more like 1.5 million once you include upgrading the stations on both ends and building the trains. Actually, probably more like 2 million. Right, because we haven't done this. There goes 500,000. We need to do the same over here. Plus the station. Speaking of... Now, this shouldn't need everything. It should only need hotel, post office, saloon, restaurant, customs. Because it should get all its servicing from Chicago. And like 1 more million to connect here and build a couple of 1, 2. Well, we'll probably go like 1, 2. Sanding / water ones along the way. The AI is buying out the oil wells. I think that's another way you can prevent them from disappearing, is if you've bought them, they're not allowed to disappear. Oh. This one has now disappeared. Well, get going. And we remove this from the list. Goodbye. These all drop back to being 2 trailer jobs. I wonder if they delete even if you own them. You know, I'm willing to test that by buying this one. Oh, come on. We had the money for a split second. There we go. Now see if these die. Speed up. I want to get up to our millions so that we can connect end to end. It also looks like we need to minimize some of these. So you know what? You, empty. That is not what I wanted, but okay. You can head here. Fire devastates Chicago. Did it actually kill places? It does not appear to have actually killed houses. That's probably enough to do this. Just. Connection counted. Woo. Here. Sanding water. So here to here. And then I need one about here. Sanding water. Okay. And that now means that once you head here, you can grab 6 of those and take them to Minneapolis. And grabbing these 2. But I need a bit more money first. That said, there's no way we need this many of these anymore. So you are becoming this to here. Go. So is this one. This to here. Go. We don't even need 4 of them. 3 should be plenty. So you know what? You go straight to Hammond. Turn into that. That's enough money to set up this food. That's annoying. No, it's actually not. We can do that. Give you a water. And add in this. Or we could actually yoink it all the way over to kosher. So it's 4 to Counter to Minneapolis. And that is your loop. Your job is also done. You may now become this to here. Go. A second one of those is very sane. It's going to take them more than a year to do their cycle. Speed up. And I guess I'll build one that starts at this end, seeing as everyone else is starting at the other end. Go. Let's have a look at how much that's worth. You know what? That one can have a roundhouse. Ooh, 3 million, near enough. 3 million. That is a lot of cows. What can we do with those cows? Nothing. There is no milk processing to be seen. That's disappointing. Yeah, 3 should be enough. I suppose technically we're not feeding the Chicago South/Hammond yet. And this could produce cows into food. Are there nearby cow? There is somewhat nearby cow. Why not? That looks pretty good. This to feed these cows. Need a little bit more money. We were briefly in the green. Come on, I need just a little bit more money. How much did this make? Still 81. This stings, and then we can do what we want. So what do I want? I want. Grab 2 of these, take them to here. Grab 4 of those, take them to here. Turn those into food. Go to the other end. That is your life. Then I want 4 of those to come up to here, and then to return the alcohol to Minneapolis. Two of those, please. Just like we're doing 2 of you. It's about time to add in another one of them. Wait until you got a full set. Good enough. Go. Surely these must be getting up to here by now. Okay, and then you're going to become there to here. It looks like the bought oil can't be murdered. So I should have bought the other ones, but whatever. One more maintenance bay. Anything at the big port that could be sent up? We're already sending one, but otherwise our import, like our goods production, is precisely equal to our goods yeeting to all the other cities. We really wanted we could, like, connect this to the here. And then yoink that up and around. Or like these two. That one's probably... Actually, these two are even primer. Although they'd have a hard time turning this corner. But, like, I think we're done then. Connect Wisconsin to Minneapolis, Michigan, Iowa, and Illinois. So what does it want me to do? It wants me to... I mean, Wisconsin is connected. Also, we need to look at company worth. Company net worth needs to go up. And technically, I don't have Missouri or Indiana. And I'm not sure that I have Michigan. Yeah, I don't have Michigan. So let's connect Manamana. No. Martinet. Iron Mountain? Iowa has stations? Iowa has stations. Oh, you think this doesn't count as connected? That's possibly true as well. So... stupidly expensive, but now done. And what do we actually do up here? I was looking at the paper and saying we could actually kind of use paper. These cities want... well, not that one, but you want paper, right? Yes, a little bit. There's also a fair bit of iron demand there. Yeah, I think our answer is we build an iron there. I need to buy access in Michigan. Sure. You're going to now need a roundhouse, because you're not the final leg of the journey. Sanding, water, roundhouse do. New job is here to... that one. That one. Stacks of 4. Probably 3 of them. You know what? I'll even be nice enough to double this track. I extended a little more, we could grab logs. We'll see once I have a bit more money. Quad Cities celebrates rail access. City fathers vote 150k bonus to Shadow Slicer. Kind of looks like we could therefore make another alcohol one and another food one. We can make a net profit by doing this silly little thing. Hello? Can you please give me my 300k game? I connected St. Paul. There we go. Deleted immediately. Now let's look at adding in that timber. Can get both with a single one. Yes. Okay. And then where do we deliver it to? I mean, obviously Milwaukee. Chicago. And Chicago. So there's the Milwaukee one. There's Chicago. And once this one departs, we'll start the third one. For Middle Chicago. There we go, we can start the third one. That delivers to real Chicago. I don't think we need a fourth one. I think we can live without a fourth one. Now, I might accept that theory about, what was it? It was going to be these goods to this port and then back up and across. At which point, why not build a big station here? And make it a bit quicker, rather than going up and then back down. Is that gonna work? No, it's 1 square off. Oh, actually it's 2 squares off. There we go. And the town with more stations than people? Yes. 3 stations, 2 people. Now, do we swap over to the Mogul? The Mogul is considerably more expensive. But it is also a lot faster. I think we will use a Mogul for this and use it as an excuse to have it fully loaded. Rather than making it only 4, we'll make it 6. The Mogul with 6 is probably about the same as the American with 4. Actually, no. But it's closer. Once we have the cash. Would be good for... The money you make off this isn't that, like... It's not exactly super linear. Like... Realistically, this is only the same as doing 1 delivery from here to here. It's nice when you own it for a long time, and it earns that for a long time. But even a single train, that makes 100k. This 1 delivery is more than this makes in a year. Even when it's being stuffed full of 3 sets worth of goods. Right? At its maximum we had 5, it was still only making 81. Businesses can be nice, but they're nowhere near as good as trains. Unless it's ultra short distance and you're chaining a lot of things together. Like if it was iron to steel to car. Here, here, here. Chicago needs a rail connection to Minneapolis St. Paul. They're willing to give us $500,000. Well, I've already done that game. Can I have the money? So it was 6 grain to here to Minneapolis loop. Go. I suppose what I could do is drop you down to 4 so that you're the same size as your friends. But have another one. That way, the 6s aren't slowing down the 4s. There. Can I actually use that pulpwood anywhere in my existing network? Technically, yes. Fine. You're a mogul because this stuff is heavy. All the way to Milwaukee. Turn it into paper. Deliver that to Chicago. And that's your loop. I reckon we can have 2 of them. One doing Chicago, one doing Minneapolis. That kind of means we should double this bit of track, so we don't want them ever running over each other. Now I should probably pick up all of these and yeet them into this, which I should buy. No, I want like that. And then up to here. Lovely. This can be a mogul as well, because it's going to be size 6. So 2, 4, 6, Milwaukee. Done. I think it's going to take you 2 years to do a full loop, so we can have 2 of them. Should be able to get there and back without running out of water. Chicago connected to Twin Cities. Bonus prize paid. Stock splits 2 for 1. Buy more of our stock. Hell, it's below price even. Buy a little bit more. Go up to a nice flat 110, 120, 120. How is company book value? $30 mil. We needed what, 60? 60. So we should connect even more. Ooh. New train. Green Bay is big enough to exist. So technically is that. I'm not going to be turning down potential passenger revenue. It's a bit weird that we got the consolidation after the mogul. And it's not that much cheaper. I suppose it's half as cheap to run. That adds up to 30, whereas that adds up to 20. But that one barely adds up to over more 10. Yeah, we'll stick with the American for the moment for that. So your new job is here, here, back and forth. All the stations. Both ends don't need maintenance. Where else could we connect that's got at least 4 people? Winona. And... Waterloo? No, Waterloo is too small. Bloomington is too small. Come on, there's got to be somewhere. This thing. La Crosse. La Crosse and Eau Claire kind of makes sense. Ding, ding. Good enough.
I've got freedom to spread the good news. Well, I got freedom in the morning, freedom at night. Freedom gonna help me to see the light. I've got freedom.
This end probably does need maintenance stuff. It's far enough away that I don't think you could get there and back again. Just do that endlessly. You can even be on low priority relative to the others. Joylet is technically big enough. And so is Morkagon. If I could connect Joylet to Morkagon. Oh, but our enemy's using Morkagon, so that doesn't actually do anything. Weiss now. Escabana, that. To here. Ding, ding, why not? Some money that's just sitting on the table, waiting to be eaten. Technically connect these in case they want to do something in the future. Though I doubt it. Very good. You can have a mogul. You're far enough away from each other. Go. Okay. This guy with 6 is catching up to you with 6, but you'll be okay. Where else? This is big enough for something. I could join to there and come across to Peoria and have Dolph come from over here. I don't like the double zigzag there. It doesn't look like I can avoid it unless I blow up the... blow up that. I don't suppose I mind blowing up that. Okay. Might need one sanding in the middle. Sanding water. And the hope was that... was then gonna go... here. Which makes a mockery of that. But I guess it just means I need one here. Yes again to real bridges. And finally, Peoria. Now these are almost certainly different states, so they will need a customs house. In fact, I should have done that up here. I didn't. Good. I will probably need one between there and here. Well, yeah, better to be safe than sorry. Just chuck one more in. Okay. What do you make? Logs, coal, pulpwood, and you could create food. Food is actually relatively easy to get you to make. This place does want food. So how do I want to do this? Do I connect two and just have a train going ding, 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 ding? I think so. So how is this loop going to work? It's going to work... Ding, 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 ding. And then after that's had... Ooh! You do need water on the other end, apparently. After it's had 1 year of aggregating food... Is there any ability to deal with your logs? Nowhere reasonable. We're gonna do you to here. Ooh. In the future, you can have that. You know what? I guess we start these. So it's you to here, to there. Is it? No, I do something else with you. What about all this coal? The only thing that wants it is up there. Well, actually, this place wants coal, but to that. Well, actually, it's a fair distance. It's not like this is that busy. Nor is this anymore now that there's only 3 of these. Well, apparently they need to go up to 3, so they're not keeping pace. Don't know how that's possibly falling behind. Shouldn't take them a year to do that. So what, I'll guess I build another then? No, those are about to go collected. That should be fine. Yes, the oil wells that have been bought up have not died. So it looks like we could have bought the others to stop them getting deleted. By the historical nature of this map. One, 2, and then there, and then there. Making them best use out of that thing. And so now I want a mogul that goes... Coal, Minneapolis. Actually, that works to do what I want with something. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the way back, you can grab 2 of those grains and bring them to that cow. And then we can have 2 of these. In a sec. 2 of these. And on the other side, you deliver it to that cow. So that when they're coming back, they're not coming back doing absolutely nothing. That will work very well. And it will enhance the production rate of these cows. I'm okay with you doing that once in a while. Yeah, there's basically no more towns that are worth connecting. This one is too small. 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 That one is too small. That one is too small. Joylet was technically worth it. So fine, we'll do Joylet to there. You don't need a fancy train. Do that forever. Looks like we need another end-to-end express to exist. Get going. Actually, usually this end is bigger, so something like that. You are high priority. Make everyone else wait for you. Can't actually get all the way end to end without running out of water, just a little bit. I can't be bothered. And then when he dings, we can start the food all the way up to Minnesota. Oh, sorry, to Minneapolis. I don't really want to leverage myself more than that. Probably should. Go up to 300. There. But no further leveraging. Actually, it kind of looks like each one of these needs its own thing. So fine, we'll have two of them. And hello, food delivery. I don't know what you do on the way back. Probably nothing. You were meant to wait. Turn back around, silly thing. There we go. I suppose... No, this doesn't need grain. Only thing that wants is cow. So just come back empty. That's fine. Time for another end-to-end express there. Large hotels start to exist. Yeah, I definitely needed one per. I was underestimating how much I needed. Big money. I don't want to leverage myself more. You're about to need a duplicate. Towns no longer accept raw produce or coffee. You must can it first. Okay, and then the next set of cows gets turned into food and gets yeeted across to Minneapolis. Go! You can probably drop back to 4. And that looks like we're now using this up pretty much perfectly. We could have a second one of that. Yes, we could have a second one of that. Unfortunately means that this needs to be double tracked. Showing. Now I'm not, for example, yet delivering goods to here. So we could convince this to give us some grain. And convince that to give us some grain. I'm actually kind of okay with building... Well, that's just annoying. There, build like that. So one that does that. One that does that. And then eventually we'll make something that delivers it up to here. $60 mil. We'll see at the end of the year if we're triggering the key cargoes thing. But probably yes. I'd be willing to bet we could have a second one of you. Victory Condition Report. Shadow Slicer in the year of our Lord 1879. 50 million book value, 200 loads of stuff that we're meant to deliver done. Connected, Milwaukee and Chicago, Chicago and Minneapolis, Milwaukee to Riverport. So we've done the minimum number of cargoes. So I think we're done. Once we hit 60 million book value. That's going up by like 6 million a year, so 2 more years. Unfortunately, that one's returning empty. Still, $7 million in the first quarter of the year is not bad. We could make a third new food eater. Please wait for at least half. Otherwise, it's not worth you moving. Okay, the first of the long-range food yeets comes in. Cool 1.5 million. Please wait. Let's wait for at least half. $12 million in profit. Book value hit 60. We've done 300 of the loads. I think that's it. No! Congratulations! You retire from Shadow Slicer Rail to a life of ease and luxury. Well done. Enjoy your retirement, Shadow Slicer. That was a nice one. I like that map.